I'm Jonathan Herond. I'm a P1, and I'm from Richwood, Ohio, which is a little town in the middle of nowhere.
I'm Alyssa Martin. I'm a P1 in the University of Findlay's College of Pharmacy, and I'm from Buffalo, New York.
I'm Laura Schwartz. I'm from Canton, Ohio.
I'm Akila Yoruba, and I'm from Sumter, South Carolina. I'm a P2 at the University of Findlay.
One thing that you should know about me is I can play piano.
Something you should know about me is I was born and brought up in India, and I was 13 when I moved to the United States of America.
One thing you should know about me. Well, I've done tap dance since I was 8. I can go tappy tap tap all over the place.
One thing that everybody should know about me is that I bleed blue and red. Go Bills. Why did I choose pharmacy? I ask myself that question every day.
Why pharmacy? I heard it was easy. That was a lie. It was a big lie.
Well, I chose pharmacy because I wanted to be a certified drug dealer.
Why did I choose pharmacy? Well, when I was little, I really wanted to be an Olympic gold medalist in gymnastics, but I am the least flexible person on the planet, and obviously I'm here, so that didn't happen. And then I wanted to be an art therapist, but I figured that drawing stick figures would not help my patients very much.
Why did I choose pharmacy? Is it okay to say I chose pharmacy because of the money, or no, that's not allowed? On a more serious note, the reason I actually chose pharmacy is because when I was a freshman in high school, my aunt was diagnosed with lupus, and unfortunately there's not very many medications for patients with lupus, and I saw her struggling every day, and really the only thing they could even give her was pain medications and steroids, and I want to do something to change that.
The real reason that I chose pharmacy was when I was a sophomore in high school, I started volunteering at a nursing home, and I loved making small talk with the patients, and I just wished there was something more that I could do to help them to improve their lives. And so I thought about pharmacy, and consultant pharmacy was something that appealed to me because it involved long-term care patients, and I just knew that was my calling.
When I was about 5 or 6 years old, my father almost died from a very severe case of pneumonia. He woke up in the middle of the night and he couldn't breathe, so we rushed him to the hospital, and I was scared that I was going to lose my dad. I immediately grew this idea that I wanted to help people like doctors helped my dad when he was in the hospital. But with my personal shakiness and hyperactivity, I knew I could not be a doctor. So I went to the next best thing, prescribing pills.
Well, I chose pharmacy because I'm really good with people, and I love healing patients and stuff, and I really wanted to help people as much as I can, and I thought pharmacy would be the best option for me to be a certified pharmacist, not a drug dealer.
Why I chose Findlay? Well, the first time that I toured Findlay was when I was 12. My brother was the actual one touring, and I was just there, well, because I didn't have a choice. And there were 3 things that I remember from Findlay. The first being the 3-hour drive, which was exhausting for a 12-year-old. The second was definitely the dessert table. And the third was all of the talk about flooding.
The first time I came here, I saw Derek, and I was like, oh my god, who is that hottie? And I had the biggest crush on him.
That soda machine. That soda machine. I found out I could get vanilla Coke every day that I was here. You got me hooked like that.
Well, I thought Findlay would be perfect for me because I love snow, but because I'm from the South and I've only experienced snow once in my life, but after I came here, I really don't like it. It's terrible. Why did I choose Findlay? Well, actually, Findlay chose me. I did not choose Findlay.
One of the main factors was definitely the 06 program.
The 06 program.
The 06 program.
It's a 6-year program.
One of the main reasons I picked the University of Findlay was because it is only an hour away from my hometowns, and I kind of want to keep in touch with my family. So I thought it was a nice, close school that had my major in mind and really good, campus. I loved this campus. Man, the first time I came here, I was walking around happy as can be, like, this looks exactly like my hometown! Oh, and it felt immediately like home. It just clicked with me. But, yes.
So about this time last year, I toured the University of Findlay for the first time, for me actually, not for my brother, and it just felt like home. I liked the smallness of the campus and the classes, and when I went to the College of Pharmacy, they gave me the tour, and everyone was very nice, and they were all so helpful, and I'm glad I made this decision because I love it here. It's just a great campus, and I've made so many friends, and the classes they're good.
The funny thing is I actually didn't really know about Findlay at all. And when I was a sophomore in high school, I took this random quiz that I found on some college website where you put in all your information and you took a little survey and it told you the perfect college for you. And when I took it, the University of Findlay was my number one, result. And I was like, what is the University of Findlay? I've never heard of it. And then a couple years passed and I didn't even think about it anymore. I completely was not in my mind at all, and I was going to do my Common App, and again it came up, suggested for you, the University of Findlay. So I kind of started looking into it a little bit, but I wasn't really serious about it. I live in New York and I was planning on going to a New York school, so it wasn't really a big, priority of mine to look into it. But I decided to apply anyways, and when I got accepted, I was then invited for a scholarship competition day. So the first time I was here actually wasn't even a tour, it was a scholarship competition day. And I came here and I was like, oh, I guess it's kind of nice, but I still want to go to school in New York. And I ended up getting an award from the scholarship competition day, and after that I was like, you know what, I should seriously actually look into this school. And so I came here on a tour, and the first time I ever toured this school, I knew it was meant for me. It was I loved it. I knew I was meant to go here. There wasn't a single thing about this school that did not feel perfect. And now I'm here, and I'm so glad I made this choice instead of going to the school that I was going to go to in New York.
I'm actually a transfer student from University of South Carolina, and when I first heard about Findlay, the 0 to 6 year program, I was really interested in their program, and something that really motivated me and brought me here is it's a really tiny campus, and the professors are so understanding and they help us a lot, and the small classroom size and everything is what really brought me here, and the caring professors and everything, the surroundings, it's just beautiful here. I love it.
Another major reason why I really wanted to come to the University of Findlay was also because of Dean Stanslawski, because there was actually a big blizzard in Buffalo during the pharmacy interviews day, and I had not really done any of my pharmacy things yet because I was deciding to come here very last minute last year. And so because of the big blizzard, I missed the pharmacy visit day, and I came the next weekend, and because it wasn't the pharmacy visit day, there was nobody to do my interview, so I got the dean to do my interview, and I was freaking out. I was so nervous, but the second I walked in there, he had me sit down and he told me, take a deep breath, I don't want you to be nervous. And he was such a sweet man, and he really was amazing, and you don't really find that at many colleges where the dean is so involved in the students and really cares about the students, and he has a big presence around the College of Pharmacy. You always see him walking around, and at a big state school or even at other smaller universities even, you don't see that. So I mean, that's something that's really impressive about the University of Findlay.
The dean here is amazing. I mean, I recently had some scheduling issues to where I couldn't properly contact my guidance counselor, and I walked in there trying to get all settled out, expecting they'd give me some other teacher and I'd just be on my way. But the secretary ended up just pointing to the door beside me oh, just go in there, the dean's taking care of you. And I was like, what? The dean is personally taking care of my scheduling today? And she's like, yes, and I walk in there and he's all ready for me.
I forgot my pen.
Oh, here's mine.
Be helpful.
Be a character.
Be confident.
Be Be friendly.
Be a chair.
Be you.
Be a pharmacist.
This message has been brought to you by the University of Findlay College of Pharmacy.